Hey, I'm Tracy from a website called yogabelowthebelt.com, and this tutorial will give you tips and tricks on things you might try to stretch or strengthen the muscles of the pelvic floor while doing bridge pose. Now remember, only a doctor can tell you what works for you, but these are just some suggestions. All right, if you're not up on anatomy, you do need to know where your sacrum is. And on my body, you see this triangular group of bones here between the butt cheeks. That is the sacrum. And then above that is the lumbar spine. And now that you know what the sacrum is, we'll jump right into it. All right, so for bridge pose, we lay flat on the back. And if you notice laying flat that your rib cage is coming up a lot, you can bring the rib cage down by grabbing a blanket, a towel, something to prop the head on. And then as you're doing this, you need to make sure the chin is coming toward the ceiling. So the chest comes toward the chin comes toward the sky. Feet are hip distance apart, and then we can come up a nice triangular shape with the body. Not a lot of tension on the knees, so you can adjust the distance for what works for you. And this is your traditional bridge pose. And for me, I don't really need the prop. All right, relaxation. Let's cover this first. You would definitely want to grab a block to help with this. And what you would do is raise your bottom off the ground, set the block on the sacrum, not the spine, but the sacrum, so you don't hurt yourself. And as you do that, the chest still comes toward the chin still comes toward the sky, and you're resting downward. So this is helping you relax the muscles of the pelvic floor. Then we just hang out, and you can adjust the block to whatever height you need. This is my standard height, but if I need a little more, I'll make it taller. All right, so that's for relaxation. If you're more focused on strengthening these muscles, with or without the block, you could put the block between the thighs, squeeze the block slightly to help activate the pelvic floor, and then you're going to come up, squeezing your bottom, nice straight spine, and then again, the shoulders are flat on the floor, chest is to the chin, and chin is toward the ceiling. And then if you need even more, you can start adding motion to this and tying it to your breath. Remember, never ever hold your breath if you're worried about pelvic floor concerns. So in classes, I tell people to take a nice deep inhale when you're flat on the floor, filling the belly. And on the exhale, squeeze the butt slightly as you come up. And then you inhale back down. And if you are really focused on lifting the perineum, building strength, then you would inhale down, relaxing all the muscles of the pelvic floor. Exhale, which is going to focus on pulling the perineum up because you have all this extra space as you're blowing out. And then you're going to relax on the inhale all the way down. So to recap, for strengthening, even if you're not lifting the perineum, you're squeezing your booty, you're coming up, you're gently squeezing the block, or without the block is fine too. Just keep the knees hip distance apart. You can also lift the perineum on the exhale when you're coming up. And inhale, relax completely on the down. Or if you're focused on relaxing the pelvic floor, again, your sacrum rests on the block. You let the hips sink down into it, and the chest is always coming toward the chin and the chin toward the ceiling. There you have it, a few modifications for both stretching and strengthening the pelvic floor in bridge pose. If you're interested in classes, check out the website, yogabelowthebelt.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.